Let's talk about how I met my husband and why I now believe in the red string theory. It's also 9 a.m. so if I look tired, it's because I am. I've been trying to wear my sunscreen every single day. I really didn't want to go on any dating app. That is one thing I knew for sure was like a non-negotiable for me. And I don't want you to take that as I'm bashing you if you met on a dating app. You have to remember that I'm on social media. It would have been weird for me, especially if I didn't know if they've like watched my videos. I've never downloaded one and I never planned on downloading one. I was like, I can stay single for the rest of my life before getting on one of these. My husband knew my sister-in-law and my brother before we even knew each other existed. So they would see each other at events a lot, probably like 4 or 5 years before my husband and I even got together. So throughout the years, like she would keep mentioning him to me and be like, he is such a nice guy. And it would just kind of go in one ear, out the other. Then eventually I needed to buy a house and I wanted to, you guys remember the gym unit that I had? I wanted to get that as well. I needed a real estate agent. So naturally my brother told me to use Masood. So that's initially how we got introduced to each other. The in-between stories are actually really funny now that I look back because I would take my entire family on my viewings. So then in that process, he like indirectly met my entire family. I'm talking about my nieces, my sister-in-law, my 2 brothers, my dad, my mom, every single time we went on a viewing. Finally, one day we were supposed to go on a viewing, so I went to go pick up my sister-in-law and she was like, oh, I'm busy, I can't come. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you have to go. So I was like, okay, mom, whatever, son, I can't come, let's go. And my mom was like, no, I'm busy as well. And my sister-in-law kind of smirked at me, so I know what she was doing. And so I was like, all right, you can't come, give me my niece. I'm gonna take my niece, I'm gonna put her in my car, and I'm gonna take her with me as my emotional support person. And she was like, no, your niece has to sleep. So then I had to go and do the viewing by myself. If you have only brothers, you know that if your brother doesn't talk bad about another guy, then they're probably a really good guy. Because most of the time, your brother's always going to say something bad about a guy, especially if they know that guy likes you. My brother had nothing bad to say about him, so that was huge for me. The crazy part of all of this, in 2019, my sister-in-law threw a huge party. He was invited to that, and I had bright blue hair. He saw me at that event. He didn't know that I was Osama and Sana's sister or sister-in-law, so he had asked about me at that time as well. And we were both kind of doing our own thing, but this is the weirdest part. He said that at that day, even though he didn't talk to me or anything, he just saw me, the thought crossed his mind that he wants to marry me. And then years later, when I needed a house and all these things, and we finally came together, it was just weird to know that he was around all along. It's so weird. And I'm not like somebody that pushes these narratives, and I try not to be like an overly fantasy person when it comes to love and relationships, because I know things are not like Bollywood movies. But that's the one thing that always sticks out to me, and it sticks out to my entire family as well. I basically told my family right away. So if you want to know how I told my mom and dad, let me know about that.